Hey guys, it's me Maddie, back again with another video. Today's video is really exciting. I'm so excited for this video because it is a Taco Bell mukbang, muckbang, however you pronounce it. Can't pronounce it. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But yeah, so I'm doing that. I love Taco Bell. I could live off of Taco Bell. It's kind of a problem. Taco Bell, wants to sponsor me. Like, you should totally do that because, like, I'd love some free Taco Bell. But yeah, so we're doing a mukbang. I asked some people questions of what I should talk about, so I'll talk about those things. I'll talk about some other things. This will just be my little mukbang. So first I should show you what all I got. So the first thing I got was their little, like, cheesy bean and rice burrito. Look at this. She's cute. I'm moving my phone out of the way and I'm gonna put this over here so like I can like fix everything. So then I got these like cheesy fiesta potatoes. I haven't had these in years, since like I was little. So like I'm totally excited. These used to be my favorite thing when I was little. The next thing I got was this cheesy gordita crunch, which I love. This is like my favorite thing, and they used to be in like the $5 boxes, but for some reason they took them off, and I'm like a little salty about that because like I love them on the $5 boxes. Let's just like put her here. So weird. It's okay though. Then I got this cheese quesadilla. I love their cheese quesadillas. They're like spicy chipotle sauce that they put on it. Oh my gosh, to die for, like love. And then the last thing I got were these little like Cinnabon Delights. I love cinnamon rolls. I love cinnamon stuff. And I've never had these. I've only like sugary treat stuff that I've tried at Taco Bell is their like cinnamon twist. And then I just have like my own little like root beer because I'm not gonna spend extra money for soda. Sorry, my dog was freaking out. I'm going to spend extra money for soda that I already have in my house. Plus, it's root beer because there's no caffeine, and I don't need caffeine with all this, like, unhealthy food. And then I got a bunch of, like, Taco Bell sauce packets, which I'm going to use for a bunch of different things because I love Taco Bell sauce. So, yeah, let's get into this thing. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to get into the actual mukbang. Muckbang. I'm going to keep on saying it wrong. I'm sorry. So the first thing I'm going to eat is the cheesy fiesta potatoes. Yumminess. I'm so ready. I'm going to put a little bit of Taco Bell sauce on it because I love me some good Taco Bell sauce. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to read the first question and then just eat this. Okay, so the first question I have is any fun upcoming events? Oh gosh, so good. So I have a lot of fun upcoming events. The month of April / May, like the month of April, I have something like every single week, sometimes even 2 things. I'm so busy during April, and a lot of them are fun events. And then May I have a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to just tell you guys what all I have. It's on my calendar, so I kind of got to look at that. So in April, I have cheer open gym, and then I have state for drama, and then I have another open gym, and then I have prom, and then I have my like tryout material days and tryouts for cheer. And then I go to Disneyland for a couple days, which I'm so stoked about because I love Disney. Like, let me tell you, like, I could seriously live in Disneyland or even die there. Like, love it so much. Yeah, and that's all in April. And then in May, I'm going to a concert that my Nini, who's going to be visiting this week, paid for like a late birthday present thing. And we're going to Carrie Underwood concert and going and hanging out around like Seattle. The concert isn't in Seattle, but it's like kind of near Seattle, so we'll stay there one night where the concert's at, and then stay at Seattle another night. So I'm really excited about that. The next thing is what / who inspired me to do YouTube. So what kind of inspired me to do YouTube was just my family films videos. Like we film family videos and like kind of like family vlogs, like on YouTube how there's like family vlog channels. And we film those type of things, but so I've been like used to the camera around me since I was little. Since I was like 2 years old, my dad's always filmed us doing stuff. So I love that. And like I also watched YouTube and like Colleen Ballinger, love her. Like she like I was like, oh, I want to be just like her. Also the whole like Miranda Sings thing. My dog keeps on barking. I'm so sorry. She's freaking out for some reason. But the whole like Miranda Sings, I created a character kind of like Miranda Sings. And I guess I kind of was like, oh my gosh, I should do YouTube just like her. Oh my gosh, I almost just built this on my like lap. What is your favorite song at the moment? My favorite song at the moment is Sucker by the Jonas Brothers because the song's really good and it's the Jonas Brothers, and like in elementary school they were my band, they were my everything. When they broke up, my little heart broke into pieces because they were the first band I ever listened to, and then I listened to a couple others, like one other band, and then like after that, like I was like done with bands because like if we're gonna be completely honest, like no one can live up to the Jonas Brothers, and now that they're back, I'm living for it. I just hope they come on tour to like where I live because I'd love to go to a concert of theirs. What was my least favorite part about dance? Hold on, let me just like stuff my face before. This was an emotional subject. So my least favorite thing about dance, my least favorite part about dance was just ballet. And I had a teacher who just didn't like me, and it kind of sucked, and like pretty much made me feel like I would never be good enough, and so it was always frustrating and I hated it. Like by 6th grade year, I was kind of like done with dance, you know. I just wanted to like quit, but like I didn't want to quit because I had all these like dreams and hopes and like wanted to be on Broadway and wanted to be a rockette. I was like, if I quit now, like this was how many years of work? Like I started when I was 2 and like I'm 11 now. Like why quit now? Like I've been doing this for years. Plus my best friend was in dance with me, and like that was the only way like we saw each other. So it was really kind of like I didn't want to lose my best friend, and I thought like, oh, if I quit dance, I'll lose my best friend. And also just it's something I had in common with my mom. And so I just stayed with it, but I loved tap and I loved jazz and musical theater and hip hop and all that stuff, but I hated ballet. And so I had to be able to do all those competition pieces like musical theater, tap, and jazz, and hip-hop. To do all of that, you have to take ballet. But I hated ballet, and like there'd be times where I'd be like, Mom, I'm sick, I don't want to go. Because I just didn't want to go. I just pretend like I was sick because I didn't want to go, I didn't want to be in class. It was just terrible. I just felt like I wasn't good enough. Like one time, if you're a ballerina, you know this, it's kind of a like ballet thing. The spot in the bar, you like fight over who gets the better spot in the bar. It's kind of like something you fight over. And I didn't even get to choose where I got to sit in the bar, like, because I have a problem with like looking at people. And so she got mad at me, and other people looked at people, like we all kind of did it. And so it was just really frustrating because it was like she was like targeting on me. And like because she didn't like me, so it was really frustrating, and like I had to go in front of everyone else, and it was just really frustrating. The good thing was that year I was in a musical, so I missed like a whole bunch of practices, and I like missing like tap and like musical theater because I love those, and I was upset about missing those. But oh my gosh, I'd never been so happy in my life to miss ballet. I was so happy. I was like, because I quit when I was like 13, 14 because of money issues, and like the place where we were going to was too far away and all that stuff. So I quit, but I really truly quit when I was in 6th grade because I stopped trying. Like I didn't stretch anymore. I was like, I'm not good enough, fine, I won't try. If you're gonna say, like, it felt like no matter what I did, I wasn't gonna be good enough. And that's why ballet was like my least favorite part of dance. Next question. Are you running for choir council / why? Yes, I am going for choir council. The why is just because there's like some things, like we sound good, but you know, there's always something that can improve in a choir. There's like little bits and pieces that I just want to fix because I love to fix things. Any tea. Oof. Let me just finish these potatoes real quick. Okay, I have a lot of tea, but like, I'm afraid that like if I spill the tea, that people are gonna come at me. If I find a way to do this, that like, I don't have people coming at me, like wanting to attack me. So let me just think about this for a second. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, like, you guys aren't gonna, like, it might be really confusing, but I'm saying this as most discreetly, so, like, I don't cause any issues. But, yeah, so, as you guys know, I'm involved in a whole bunch of, like, clubs and activities and stuff. And so, like, I see all that different kind of stuff and, like, see team stuff. And there's, like, certain clubs and activities that I've been in that have certain people who kind of, they want to control everything, but they don't want to include everyone. And then they're also kind of blind from the issue, that they're part of the issue and they're one of the big issues, I guess you could say. And like, it's kind of frustrating because it's like, okay, you're a part of the issue, and if you want to like put us together and we want to be in charge and be like a leader or something, you need to include everyone. You can't like come up with a clique, because especially like at our school, we're so cliquey. Especially, it's mainly in the clubs. Like the clubs at our school, like there's a lot of cliques within the clubs, and I feel like that's why like at competitions and stuff for like certain things, or like any like why they don't do as good, why like other schools are sometimes better than our school because they're better than us at a lot of things. But that's the real tea, sis. There's also some other tea. There's people at school who just annoy me. Like Phil. Phil annoys me. Phil's not a real person. I'm just putting in Phil as the name because, yeah, no. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm just gonna eat instead. Phil doesn't like me and I don't know why. I never did anything to Phil. Okay, the next question is advice for the cheerleaders. So, you're not going to be amazingly perfect the first time you do cheer. Trust me, the first time I did cheer, I did not get my motions right. Like, I was like one of the last ones to like learn all the cheers because most of the girls on the team had cheered before and I had never cheered before, and the motions and hand movements are so much different than dance. And like sometimes it's like so self-conscious because you're like, oh, you know, everyone else is better than me, but some of these people have cheered for all their life, even if they're on a JV team and you're on a JV team with them, because at our school usually freshmen are on JV. There's been rare occasions where a freshman has gotten varsity. It's very, very rare. But so yeah, so if you're on a team, there's people who are going to be on that JV team who have done more cheer than you, who have maybe done one more year, so they're probably going to be better than you. And don't, like, this is your first time doing cheer. Don't let that discourage you. Just keep on doing it, keep on practicing, and you eventually will get as good as them or maybe even better. Because it is your first year. You're not going to be perfect your first year. It's going to be a lot of learning new things and different movements and stuff you have to do, because the movements can be hard. The hand movements you have to do in a certain way. Your arm has to go like that or like that. Obviously, I'm doing it wrong, but you're not going to be perfect. You have to like keep that in mind, that you're not going to be perfect, but as long as you keep on trying, you will eventually be the best you can be, and the more years you do it, the better you're going to get. But you're not just going to like start on tryouts and be like the best cheerleader on the team. It's kind of not how that works, because you need a little bit of practice to like be good at it. Oh, it's a prom question. Well, I fucking die real quick. His question is, okay, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about something before I answer it, because this is from the same person and it both resolves around the same person. So let's just say there's, you know, this person I like. Yeah, no big deal. And one of my friends decided, you know, I'm going to ask questions about him. Make my life more miserable. And I'm moving this so, like, I don't get food all over, because I'm kind of in my room and, like, don't want to get food all over my room and get, like, grounded from my dad. So dumb. But yeah, so she decided to ask all these like questions, like ask 2 questions about him. And so I'm gonna answer those questions about him. And I'm not gonna. Well, I'm probably gonna accidentally say his name. So if I say his name, I'm just gonna like blur it out, so you guys don't know what I'm saying, because I'm pretty sure he already knows. But like, I just don't want people knowing. You know, he probably already knows, but I don't think he told anyone. And if he did, he's a jerk, but whatever. So, question is, ask to prom. Question mark. No, I'm not gonna ask him to prom. I have fear of like rejection. It's like a huge fear of mine. I've already gone that route and asked someone to a dance before, and it wasn't like the way they said no wasn't like mean or anything. It was like it was a nice way. It was nice, and like they already had someone they were going with. Oh my god, I'm making a mess. It's okay though. I'm gonna be so fat after this. And it just kind of made things awkward. It wasn't because he said no. It was just the fact that I asked. Like, honestly, I wouldn't have cared if he said no. And like he said it like something. He could have been like, no, you're ugly, you're hideous. Like, that's how I would have said it if I saw me too. No, I probably wouldn't, because I'm too nice of that. But like, I would have been surprised if he would have said that. But no, that's not what he said. He was just like really nice about it, really kind of sweet about it. And I was really kind of happy that he was sweet about it. But and he already had someone he was going with. But it just made things really awkward between us. And he thought I was mad at him, but I wasn't. Like, I understood. But when things are awkward between people, me being dumb, I decide to avoid people, because I avoid awkward situations. And if I have an awkward situation with someone, I skirt away. And so that's kind of what I did, and kind of just avoided him. He thought I was mad at him. He went to like one of my friends and was like, oh my gosh, is she mad at me? Like, no, I feel so bad. And I'm just like, boy. And if you're watching it, which you probably isn't, but I'm not mad. It was awkward because I asked and I put myself in a vulnerable situation. Even if you would have said yes, it probably still would have been awkward, and I probably would have skirt not gone to the dance, because I avoid awkward situations and I hate being in awkward situations. I just tend to avoid them. Okay, so the next one is, why don't you tell me you like him? Again, I'm afraid of rejection. Also, again, vulnerable, don't like awkward situations, would not like that. Plus, it's not like we talk a lot, because I avoid him. Usually when I like someone, I avoid them, which is not a good thing. And like, I try my hardest not to talk to them, and like, that's not a good thing. Like, if you like someone, like, you should actually talk to them and not avoid them. That's how you actually get in relationships, by talking to people. Especially when you look like me. They're never going to get to meet your personality, even though they probably won't like that either. But they're definitely not going to see your looks and be like, I want that. No, they're not. So I just don't talk to him. So I'm probably gonna be single for the rest of my life because if I like a guy, I can't talk to him. This is such good soda. Yes, queen. But yeah. So that's the end of like the questions, but I'm just gonna talk about some other stuff to talk about. I kind of came up with that I thought would be fun to talk about, just to add more stuff because I'm definitely not done with any of my food. So a recent thing that happened, like it's really recent. It's a kind of so recently we had our choir concert. I was driving and like I was running late because my brother wanted to make a freaking like peanut butter sandwich. Like he was like taking forever to get down, and then he needed to like make a sandwich because he hadn't eaten, and I was like, I'm not gonna eat because like my stomach's upset and I get really bad anxiety about being late. I have really bad anxiety about it. Oh my god, what the heck is happening down there? But yeah, I got really bad anxiety about being late. So I'm running late and I was stressing out. And my brother and my mom come in the car. My mom like pulls on the the shift, the like gear shift, and it rips right out. It like comes out of the car. Oh, mom's freaking out. It's like, go get your dad. Tell him the car broke. And I'm like, oh shoot, I'm gonna be late to my choir concert. So I tell my dad, and I stay there, and I lose it. Like, I start sobbing my eyes out. I call my friend because I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't be late. I'm gonna get in trouble. No. And I told her, I called Ivy. I was like, Ivy, my mom's car broke. I was stressed. My emotions were like through the roof. It was like, oh, it was so bad. And then my dad like had to get ready. We got in my dad's car. So we got there and I'm like freaking out, like I'm gonna be late. Come on, text me, Ivy. If Mr. Chase gets there, like just please let him know that I'm gonna be late. That my car broke down. Like please let him know. Like, do not want to get in trouble for this. I get there, our teacher like wasn't there. Yeah, like he was there but he was getting stuff ready for the concert, and like I went to go into the row room and there were two people I knew, and like anytime anyone asked me like if I'm alright or if I'm okay, and like I just went through a stressful situation, I lose it. I start crying. So Ashley was all like, oh, you okay? She's like, what's up? And I lost it. I was sobbing in the stinking row room, crying at my singing choir concert because of everything that happened. Like, I hadn't let it, like, I just kind of, like, halfway cried it out and then, like, held it back in. And so then when she said that, it just came more boiling out. And then I had to, like, fix myself. And, like, Ivy and Ashley had to, like, get my robe for me. So, like, because I was just, like, sobbing in the room and, like, talking about how my mom's car broke. And I was, like, in tears. And, like, because I was so stressed out. I was all worried that I would, like, get in trouble. And, like, people would be like, oh, my gosh, you're late. I'm afraid I was going to get judged. Yeah. So then, oh, my gosh, more happened after that. Like, I was so stressed. More happened. So we were, like, getting ready to line up to come. And then there was this whole, like, people got in the wrong line spots. And I missed the day before for our mock interview. I missed that day. That was like our day to practice in the stage. And we were missing people because they were sick and stuff, because sickness was going around. And we were also like missing people, and I wasn't there, and like I thought I was in the right spot, and people were like saying, no, we're all in the wrong spots, we all need to switch. And I was so confused and so lost. And then people started like fighting about whether they were in the right spot or not. And then it was just like people fighting with each other, and then people having like snide remarks, and then I almost started crying, and people looked at me, they're like, alright, I'm like, yep, I'm just holding you. And we went, and like our teacher was like there to high five all of us, and like we all kind of went on like, in our first song, like I kind of was just like, mine was more like, I'm gonna cry, but I need to hold it in, I need to be strong. The first song, we all sang the wrong note. It was so bad. And like I was almost in tears too. I was like, God. It was so bad. I even sang the wrong note. I wanted to cry. I'm gonna try these sugar things. They're not even warm anymore. Oh my gosh, that is heaven. This is freaking heaven. Like, why have I never had this before? I love this. I love all of this. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, click the bell up there. Follow me on any of my social media. Subscribe to my vlog channel, Maddie Marie Vlogs. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.